Good evening, all, and welcome to Kal-bardr's Corner for another rousing edition of Whatcha Playing Wednesdays. I am bearing Kal-bardr Gellir, painting the Meridian Cross, painting the Argent Comet, painting the Pilgrim Star, painting the Palmer's Lantern, Defender of the West, and Reaper. Coming to you live from the southwest outpost of the Barony of Southdowns here on the beautiful southern coast of Meridias. Now, it's Wednesday, and we've got some games to play. Tonight's game is one that has been talked about in hushed tones, or, shouted from the mountaintops if you're an on-tier. It does not have a medieval prominence, but it's pretty close to what could have been played by some drunks in a tavern. Joining me tonight to play Tablero is one of the crew from Griffin Eye News, the pelicantastic, the spectabulous, the OG keeper of the name, Magnifica Medb. Good evening, my friend.
Hello.
For the record, Maeve hates her picture being taken and hates me on camera. So, look, guys, I win. I got
it. Thanks for pointing that out. That's great. It's helping a lot.
I appreciate you, to be clear.
I also love that you changed my name, and I didn't notice that until literally just now.
You're welcome. I hooked you up there. If you will introduce yourself, tell us who you are and why you're awesome.
I am, as mentioned, Magnifica Medb. I started in the very, very, very northern regions of Ontier in the teeny tiny Shire of Camor, which is now no more and is now part of Tibernog. That's so great. And now I live in the most south western part of Avicall in the Shire of Erisgard.
Where you are like the Seneschal or something right now, right?
Something like that. I don't know. Stuff, maybe.
It's kind of terrifying.
I'm not sure how to take that. Terrifying for me. Terrifying for my Shire. Where are you going with
definitely
that?
The Shire. I meant no offense to you, but definitely to the Shire.
Wow.
Because of that, the views and opinions expressed here in this show, although we shouldn't have anything too crazy, they are those of the participants and do not reflect any official policy or position of SCA Incorporated or our baronies or shires we are a part of. Just cover that.
Feels like a personal attack. Just saying.
I'm just covering my bases. This is a personal attack. Because unlike Griffin Eye News, this is live and I don't have a duck sound to play.
Swear duck.
So I don't have the swear duck button, so you have to tell Skeldon to hook me up with or tell Gwen to hook me up with the swear duck button.
Yeah, Gwen would gladly hook you up with the swear duck button.
All right, let's see. So for those out there watching, so this is Whatcha Playing Wednesdays. We haven't done these in a while. Also, this is my cat's tail. She is going to be in screen apparently.
Very important. Very important.
Also, I'm of terrible color tonight. My camera's all wacky. I have a new laptop, or rather a new old laptop with a new different camera tonight. So whatever's happening over here, just what we're dealing with. So sorry.
Chaos abound. This is fine.
No, this is fine. It's all fine. It's all fine.
Lean into the awkward, as Count Arnsbjorn has said.
Right. But so what we're going to do tonight is we're going to be playing a game. Ordinarily, this would be where I would insert a video of me or of Pascal teaching you about the history of the game. This is an SCA game that we completely made up within the SCA. At least we think we did.
Fancy you ask.
Yeah, so there are some stories out there, and we'll get into some of these stories of the background of this in a little bit, sort of as we play. But originally, this game popped up. It was medieval. People thought it was medieval. People thought it was a actual thing. Turns out it's not. But I think it looks like it could be. Like it's legitimately a thing. At least the gambling version, which is what we're going to be playing tonight. There are two versions. I can't get to my mouse now. There's a cat in the way.
You know,
Sorry,
your
guys.
cat didn't get an introduction. You're probably just upset about that.
Come here. Yes. This is Maya, everybody. Maya, internet. All right, I am going to post the rules we'll be playing by tonight in the chat. Now, for those watching, these are the rules that are in the official Kal-bardr's Corner book of games, which will be going on the website here soon. At least getting updated. Maeve is used to playing the drinking version of this, so this will be fun for her as well. There'll be some learning things. We have done this before. Now we have done this once, but she's probably gonna make mistakes thinking she's playing the drinking version,
or at least we will call the mistakes, and if they just happen to be fortuitous, that's fine.
There you go. So if you're out there watching, let us know you're out there watching, who are, where you're from, and I see Athleen out there who's going to honk in the chat whenever we say a curse word. So
thank you, Athelina. I appreciate you.
So also keep an eye on us as we're playing. Let us know if we make mistakes. Let us know if there may be a strategy we could have done better. And apparently, Scale's going to drink for you. Not that you're not drinking as well. Speaking of drinking, Maeve, you had some awesome mugs you were coming out before the show started. I think the populace needs to see.
Oh my goodness!
So please show off your awesome mugs for me. I'm gonna spotlight you even. Look at this.
See, this is why I should never tell you anything.
You shouldn't. That's true.
First off, I have my Skelly Pelly, which is very important because you know all pelicans have skeletons. I don't know. I like skulls. It's a big thing. A skull is actually Avakal's Bardic Championship symbol. So I feel like it was made for me.
Sure.
Speaking of, I also have my Bardic Championship mug that Skeld actually had commissioned for me back when I originally won the championship that I didn't get for 3 years because he's a jerk.
And got frostbite doing a show with us, apparently. If you're still in the Kal-bardr's Corner and you sit out in the snow, it's your own dumb fault for getting frostbite. Canadians, man, I don't understand none of y'all.
You
all right, so let's talk about the game a little bit. So,
okay,
Tablero is you are from Avakal now, but are originally from Ontir. So the alleged birthplace of a Tablero. What do you know of its history? What can you tell us of the days of yore?
So it all depends on who you ask, and people are going to obliterate me for having said that. Right. As I quickly pull up a webpage. Don't mind me. Don't look behind the curtain. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
I think you and I read the same article at one point that somebody was claiming it to be of period origins, and they had documentation for it. And somebody else tore that entirely apart. So that documentation is wrong. But Master Thorfald recently said that he believes that it is something that could have been played.
Sure.
But it is surprisingly a topic that he has not researched in depth, which is like one of very few topics he has not researched in depth. But it is either... Oh, see, I should have had my information pulled up behind the scenes because it is either the house...
While you're searching, I'll say this. So on the topic of it could have been played. So it uses a 7x7 board, which we know they had. Nefertopol, or the small version of Nefertopol, uses the same board. It's a modified chess or checkers board. So they had the option, and in this case, they had pints of lager or beers or whatever, or coin to play with. Either way, so all things they had, and this game is similar to other column-based games. We'll sort of go through the rules in a second. So it's very plausible that it could have been something they could have played. But just like 100 of the card games or 100 dice games, we have no documentation because they didn't write these rules down because a lot of it was illegal, frankly. So
what weird, strange.
This game, what's that?
I said, what weird, strange.
I know, right? And this game's simple enough that honestly, the rules are there just for consistency's sake. Once you know the game, you don't actually need the rules. Like, there's not a whole lot of stuff to look up as you're playing.
Unless you decide that you want to play Anarchy Tablero, which is a whole other thing, because then you're allowed to move in not just one line or one axis, you're allowed to move on both axes. I have not played. I don't know how that works, but I do know it exists.
Yes. And just like Monopoly, everyone uses different rules. And if you ever play games with me, that's I agree with you. If you want to sit down and play this game differently, you're welcome to it. When we play at my table, this is the rules we'll be using. And we will modify those as we go. Make sure you agree with your opponent before you start playing the game. So basically, you're using the same set of rules. So let's dive into the game, and we'll sort of take some pauses and tell some stories here.
Sure.
I want to hear some of your days of playing this in the drinking version of this, but let's talk through the gambling version first. Let me add my board to the screen, and I'm going to drop.
There you go. House. It was either House Gucci or House. Oh my God, or House Kabila, and right. You have people on both sides saying it was both houses. Sorry, I couldn't grab the names.
Tablero de Gucci is what I've always heard. Tablero of House Gucci. That's what I've always heard it called.
Yeah.
So if I had to give somebody credit for it, it would be them. All right. So
that'll get you to such trouble.
Board, you'll notice there are 3 coins on either corner top. So I'll be playing the bottom left starting out, and maybe we'll be playing the top right. It doesn't actually matter other than top and bottom in this case. So my baseline is the bottom baseline. Maeve's will be the top baseline, which will matter when one of us scores.
I am making no comments here
about me scoring.
I was going to say top and bottom, but whichever.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look, I'm down. So to start off, each player will place 3 coins on their baseline. In this case, on the black circles. We're each starting off with 10 coins. So we have 7 apiece off to the side and then 3 on the table itself. And we will roll 2 dice, 1 dice apiece, to see who goes first and what the queen's number is. So we'll go ahead and do that. I've got a 1. And Maeve has a 3. That gives us the queen's number of 4. And Maeve will go first. So the player going first will take one of their coins and place it in the center, which gives us 1 coin per column on the board.
And I will note, I actually had my brain come back to me later that if you win the roll, you get to choose if you go first or not.
Oh, interesting. Okay, that's
some people's strategies are different, right? They want the other person to go first, but
interesting variation. I like that. So, yeah. All right. So then the first player will roll. Now, on the rolling, your job is to move coins up or down. You roll 2 dice, and you can go ahead and start rolling, Maeve, and I'll explain this as you roll.
Yeah.
Roll 2 dice. You then have to move 2 coins, 1 per die, up or down that number. In this case, there are 6 spaces to move, so 6 will be the highest you'll roll if you have 1 on the baseline. The goal is to get 2 or more coins adjacent. So 2, 3, 4, or all the way across in 7. The rolling player, in this case Maeve, gets to keep rolling until she rolls a 7 or 11, which will end her turn. Or she rolls the queen's number, which we'll talk about in just a second. Or she decides to remove coins from the board or can't use her numbers. Lots of things. So 7, 11's bad. The queen's number is not terrible, but we'll talk about that in a second. And then removing coins is how you get more coins.
Some variations also 12 is bad, but we are lazy and we don't want more bad numbers.
I thought that was silly. I didn't like it.
And if I roll the queen's number, I get to keep playing technically, unless I fuck up. Right. If I don't call to the queen before you can call it first and then steal my turn.
Right. So the ruling I put in place to define the queen's number was the player makes a toast to the queen of their choice and removes any 1 coin from the board, which is then replaced on the baseline by the other player. If, and this is, I didn't put this rule, I need to clarify this. If the player does not call it, does not toast the queen before moving, then the other player can toast the queen and steal the point. So Maeve rolled a 7, which will then make it my turn.
Wah, wah.
I've got a 6 and a 4. Let's see here. We'll go.
I'd like
6.
to note that I think Cal has like a rigged settings in his Roll20 because last time we played, he kept getting to roll over and over again, and anytime it became my turn, I immediately rolled a 7 or 11.
Yes,
So,
I'm pretty sure I've never rolled a 7 immediately back and forth when like that. As we talked about it, I rolled a 7. There you go.
You got to play once first, though. I didn't.
Yeah,
I did.
I did.
We went many turns, and I didn't get to do anything. And I was like, "This is the little."
There's stuff moving around.
1, 2.
Let's see. So
1, 2, 3, 4.
So looking at some of the strategy here, obviously a 6 can always be rolled. You always want to keep 1 on the baseline in case that happens, if you can. And coins cannot be removed from the baseline. That is a difference in this gambling version versus the drinking version. Is stuff cannot be removed from the baseline, so it's sort of a safe row when you're looking at the strategy there.
And we don't have the 12s as a bad number, except I'm still screwed because I only have one coin I can move. Correct.
So in this case, so she has 1 she can move. This top right one she can move 6, but then there's not another one she can move. Therefore, she forfeits the turn.
Yeah, if you can't, there are 2 dice. You have to move 2 coins every round, and if you can't move 2 coins, if you can't make 2 moves, you're hooped.
Hooped?
Hooped.
Hold on. Time out. Hooped?
It's a thing.
I'm getting you to explain hooped. I've never heard of hooped before. Is that one of the Avocalian phrases? Okay,
my Canadians will back me up. I don't actually know the etymology on that one. Now I feel like I need to go look it up.
All right, if you're a Canadian out there watching and you know what hooped means, please let me know. 3, 4, 5, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, Cal can count. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 5, and a 1. All right, so we got a couple of baseline. We're good there. I don't like any of these options. I'm gonna go 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Apparently, Snapdragonfly Inc. Knows what hoop means.
Thank you. Apparently, it's a specifically Western Canadian slang. I didn't know that.
Apparently. That's definitely a new one.
Western Canadian slang.
And I'm sorry, I rolled a 7. It's your turn.
It's a polite way of saying you're screwed.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's when you can say around small children.
Oh, here we go. Hooped from Wiktionary. Thank you, Helena. Containing poop, beset with unfortunate circumstances that seem difficult or impossible to overcome, aka screwed. There you go.
Thank you.
This has been a grammar minute on Kal-bardr's Corner. And that was like an 11.
I love that she's got my back. What? Sorry?
You rolled an 11.
Oh, did I?
You did.
Oops. My bad.
So, on that note, let's talk about cheating. Because cheating is
there is no cheating in Tablero. There are, however, mistakes made. Everybody's human, and sometimes those mistakes are fortuitous, as quoted His Holiness the Daddy Lama Arjun Singh. However, there's a list of many fortuitous mistakes one could make.
So I'm going to pause for a second. So I want to point out a thing. So I just got 2 coins together. I am choosing to not remove them. It is a risk, just like I think you put these out earlier here. It's a risk.
Yep.
Hoping to get more coins adjacent before we remove. So
I will point out that this is one of those. Oh man, anyways,
like this.
Shush you. This is one of those differences between the drinking game and the gambling game, because while you can remove 2 in the gambling game, in the drinking game, at minimum, it has to be a row of 6.
Correct.
And it has to be straight across. However, you can also make a row of 7, and that row of 7 can be diagonal. If you make a line of 7, the appropriate thing to say is line them up, and everybody says, and knock them down.
Yeah, this is the drinking version of this is very much a group activity.
It is.
So playing, but it's a group activity.
A very important thing to note for the drinking activity is that there is no passive observation in Tablero. There are only levels of participation, because one of the Taguchi rules, I believe, that's House Taguchi rules, is that if you get offered a shot from the table, because not only the players don't have to drink all of the shots. If you get offered a shot and you decline, you're allowed to decline. You are always 100% allowed to decline. Yeah. However, you have to stop watching.
You're out. Get out.
because there is no passive observation, only levels of participation.
It is your turn, by the way. Speaking of participation there. I roll 11.
Excellent.
So the drinking version, to sort of summarize the rules on that, it's slightly different than what we're doing here. Each player starts off with 2 beers, whatever, same sized beers, usually the same beers, and with the shot glasses lined up, and they fill their 3 either side. And then play starts, sort of plays like we're playing, roll 2 dice, move the things around. Goal being lining up 6 or 7, and then draining the other player's beer. First player to run out of beer loses. In this case, we're playing first player to run out of 10 coins loses. Same sort of idea, way less drunk in this case. I think one of the variations is called Tablero, which is if you play with liquor and
So yes, they specifically recommend that you're playing with either beer or cider or something with a lighter alcohol content. You start with 2 cans each. You can play with hard alcohol. They highly recommend not to. If you look up on the on-tier wiki page, it specifically says this is a bad idea, TM. And if you do, it is then called Tablato instead of Tablero.
So Skell just said, ooh. He said, what is 7? Well, 7's a number, Skell. Not what you're asking here.
I don't know what he's talking about either.
In our case, it's a loss of a turn. So that answered that question.
That's true. That is true. I didn't roll a 7, but that's
you didn't. That's I think it's from when I rolled a 7. It is still your turn still.
I know. I'm trying to decide. So I'm of 2 minds. Is my biggest problem. Is in the gambling game, you can take as little as 2 coins, and you can drain somebody just by taking 2 coins over and over again.
You have 5 lined up currently.
I know, and so I'm looking at this, but this is where it comes down to. So the drinking game, this means nothing. In the drinking game, this means absolutely nothing.
I mean, if you want to win, then don't take it, I guess. But
and literally every single person that I've told the gambling rule to that you can take as little as 2, every single person has been like, "Well, that's BS." I'm like, I know. That's what I said.
Okay, so we're playing with 10 apiece. If you were playing on a table, you'd be playing with a pile of whatever you have, and you can play until you're done.
Yeah.
So what are you doing, Maeve? Are you taking them? Or are you clearing them? Okay.
I'm taking them too.
All right, so she's taking 5 off the board, so I will refill the same 5 lines with 5 from my pile.
5. I feel dirty doing it, though. That's the downside.
Then play past it to me with a roll of 5, 4 and a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. I'm not taking those 2 that may bite me in the butt. Like that. 7.
See, and that's the worst thing is I was desperately afraid that I was going to make this line of 5 and then have you roll and be like, or then roll 7 and then have you be like, nah, I'm just going to take those. Which
so you do have to. So I couldn't. Yes, there we go. So I still have to move my dice or my coins, and I have to move something into that line. So even if it's a line of 5 on the board already, I still have to move a coin into or that line for it to count.
Yeah, but you can't take that bottom line, that beautiful 4-piece bottom line. You can't do anything about. Oh, right.
2 and 2. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, to the queen.
Long may she reign.
There you go. All right, so I did move stuff, but I'm going to take a coin since somebody didn't catch me. Please replace that coin top right corner, please.
I don't want to.
I don't care. Them's the rules. I forgot 4 was the number.
So in the drinking game, you would take the shot and you would have to refill the shot. So it's equivalent.
Skell's helping.
Thank you, Skell.
All right, 6 and a 4. That's a 10. Let's see.
And I will admit that's one of my favorite parts about playing the drinking game is because it is such a group activity.
Yeah.
You can hear. It doesn't matter how big the event site is, sort of like Penzic. you're going to hear Long May She Reign across the other end of the event.
Apparently, Maeve rules.
I do not, but thank you. That would require raining, and I have never, and it's not a thing, so I am safe. 6 and 2. And I could take those 3, but I'm not a wuss. Aww.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
I'm not a wuss, but I line those up for Cal. Oh! I feel like your dice are being much more equal this game. I feel like they're being much more equal this game. Last time it was like, I don't even know why I'm here. I get to roll once and it's always a 7 or 11. What's the point? See, now I'm stuck again. And again, in the drinking game, this means nothing. So I'm having
but in this game, you win by doing that right now.
I'm having deep issues taking the shorter lines, but I'm gonna do it.
So in this case, Maeve has removed 5. I only have 3 remaining. I cannot refill the board, so I lose. Victory goes to Maeve. She would clear the board with the remaining coin.
Oh, and so in the drinking game, there's something called the courtesy fill. So if you are winning and the other person has run out of booze, you can, as a courtesy, fill them up to continue playing. However, if you're playing the official tournament rules, and then you lose. Like, so you got to consider whether or not you want to give them that courtesy fill. How good do you think you are? How good have the dice been to you? Right.
All right, board has been reset. I am down 0 to 1. All right, we got a 2 and a 4. Which are Queen's number. That's gonna. And the first time I've gotten to go first, actually.
That's true, but also it's a 6. Oof.
Mm-hmm. All right, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. You know what? I'm gonna go and take this 2. See. I'm gonna play it safe this game.
Which means that it's my turn, but I have to refill those first.
Correct.
1 and 2. And to the queen.
Long may she reign.
Except that you need to put a coin back now.
Yep, I will do that. Where's my mouse? There it is. Coin.
Okay, and I'm gonna play that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So in the event description there are 2 links. One is to the rules set that we're using tonight. There's also one to the article I pulled most of these rules from that is the full drinking game edition. That also includes some variant rules, the Poison Queen rule, and a couple others that are really fun little additions to it. So make sure you read that. That's a really great article by somebody in Ontario. I'm going to butcher the name now. I'll have to actually look it up in a second. I'll look that up while Maeve is rolling.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
It's your turn.
Okay, then I'll roll, then look it up. All right, 2 dice. Let's see. 9, 5 and a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I really want that line of 4. And a 2. That's a 7. Dadgummit.
Okay, what's the queen's number again? Is it 6? It's 6. Okay. Sorry, it's really tiny on my screen, and I'm like, I can't.
It's small for you. I get it. Hold on, I can. That's too big. Too much. I got excited, apparently.
Oh my goodness.
There. Made a little bigger for you so you can see it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3. Poor Cal had to play this with me before I bothered to open up the chat for the Roll20, and my brain can't hold numbers, and I kept getting the numbers.
Yeah. So ordinarily, for those watching who've seen the show before, I don't already keep the chat up on the side over here, but it became a necessary evil for this game.
I'm thinking. No, I'm not. I'm gonna chance it.
So The Tablero survival guide is by Baroness.
Oh no, I'm hooped.
You're pooped.
I'm
yeah,
hooped.
you're 6. One second, I will. I'm going to link that survival guide in the chat as well, because it's a great description of the some of the history of Tablero from Montier as well.
Which one are you linking? I missed it.
The one Adise, the one you sent me from.
Adise. She's actually from Avicall. I'd like to point out.
She is now. Apparently, she was not here when she wrote this.
No, that's because Avicall was in Ontier when she wrote that.
Right. She is okay. So I'm going to read her full title because I think it's interesting. Once Archbishop of Montengard, Grand Inquisitor of Spain, and Monseñorita of the Order of Whips of the Roman Catholic Apostolic Church of Ontier Incorporated, now Cardinal of the Avicallian Catholic Church.
Yep. So there's like a whole story. There's a whole story that goes with the Tablero game specifically and the church in Ontier.
Also, to the Queen of Avical.
Long may she reign.
All right.
Love you, Spava.
That coin, please replace the far right coin for me. And then I got a 5 and a 1, which is terrible. Oh, actually, hold on. I can't move with a 5 and a 1.
Wait.
Put that one far. Actually, I can't. Put it in the far right corner. Now I can move. Yes.
Dang it. Dang it.
It's so good. I love it. I forgot about that part. That's good stuff right there. And now order of play matters. I like it. Let's see. 3 and 2. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Nice. 7. 3 and 4 years. Apparently,
that's bullshit.
The Queen of Avical is in fact lovely, according to our viewers.
She is incredible, and Aemlyn is correct. Svava is an incredibly beautiful, graceful, kind, wonderful woman.
Okay. So that does remember how to say Her Majesty's name, because I was curious with
Svava.
the lack of vowels in there. You get one, I was like, that's sad.
There's multiple vowels. There's at least 2.
Okay.
Svava.
Sometimes I've seen names. I'm like, I can't say that.
Aren't you a herald? Aren't you supposed to know this?
Yes, I am a herald, which means I will always butcher names. It comes in the contract.
However, you left me with a board that I can't play.
Huzzah! Well, that's called strategy right there, and that's an 11. It's your turn.
Yeah,
have fun.
You also wouldn't have been able to play that. So
correct. Okay, it is a 7 per the chat. 5 and a 2.
Yep.
So it is fun. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this for a second. Anybody who plays Roll20. So by the way, the game that we are using Roll20, if it looks familiar to you, for anybody who plays D&D out there, if you never used the 3D dice in this, the dice will cock occasionally. I've watched them stop on tokens, on each other. Annoying. It's virtual dice. They should not do that, but they do. In fact,
when we were playing last time, the dice hit each other and showed a different number than the chat did, and I'm like, that's not how dice work. The dice
stopped and registered the number already, and then the other one hit it. Like
that's not how that works.
Yeah,
but good times.
All right.
7.
Back and forth and back and forth.
And I can't play. You're a jerk.
You can't play. Well, we mucked it up, didn't we? 7.
We mucked it up. Can't play.
11.
And it's 11.
11. 7. This is the best game ever.
I told you. I feel like these dice are rigged.
Tune in next week where we're still playing the same damn game. Right.
Oh, there. Okay. 1 and
you
1, 2, and I'm taking that. I'm taking that. I'm not even gonna.
I'll start refilling because that's painful. A line.
Which makes me sad because I was 1 short of being able to line them up and knock them down. But in the gambling game, I feel like I can't. I have like this duality where I'm like, but it has to be 7. But also, if I only do 7s, I'm gonna lose.
So, Maeve, we did have a question earlier that I want to cycle back to you while I start my turn here. Let me find it here. It was a special rule that I think you brought up to me. Where is it?
Did I bring it up, or did I specifically state that Skell brought it up?
I mean, possibly both. There it is. So, Maeve, how do you get an O line?
Scal, I hate you a little bit.
He did say he warned you he was gonna ask it. So
no, he said that I should explain it, and then I made the mistake of telling you, and then you specifically told him that if he didn't bring it up, you were going to be upset with him.
I might have.
That's how this went down. That's how this actually went down.
4, 5. So what is an O line, Maeve, in the drinking rules of Tablero? Tell us about that.
So my understanding is that it is an Avacol specific rule. And if it's not an Avacol specific rule, it is a limited on tier rule. And the idea is that if you make a line of 7, specifically a line of 7 from the middle row, you must make fake orgasm noises. I have once watched a game of Tablero in Avacol where that was the only goal of the entire game. That's all they were doing. They were only playing center 7s. And they played so much that it wasn't just fake orgasm noises. Now it's okay. So this time, like it's a slow burn orgasm, like that's how you have to. And this time, like it's and just over and over again for an entire evening worth of playing. So
yeah. That folks with the SCA right there. That's
the names withheld to protect identities.
Right.
1, 2.
And I did roll a 7, which is why Maeve took over there. When did I change?
Oh yeah. A 7. I hate these dice. Yeah. What the hell, Cal?
I specifically went in and changed the macros just so it would roll crap for you. I did do that. 1, 2.
And of course, that accidentally messed with the algorithms to make it occasionally roll ability for you. I see.
Right. 2, 3. Well, I had to make it look balanced at least. 6 and a 3. All right. Well, we'll go do that. Then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. It's an 11. Okay. That's funny. The dice showed 11. The chat shows 7.
You're screwed.
Either way, I lose.
Oh.
You just want me to lose twice, apparently.
And I'm specifically moving that one because I don't currently have a 6, so I would be hooped if I rolled a 6 over. You're just gonna keep making fun of me, aren't you?
I know. I'm using my new Canadian words so I can remember them.
New Canadian word. It's a word that already existed.
It has never reached the southern towards Meridian, so I can now share that with my Meridian.
No. I mean, it's a 7. I mean, it's hooped exists. It is a word. However, the way in which it is being used is what's new.
I mean, all words exist, man.
I don't know about all words.
6. I can go there. I can go 1, 2, 3. And you know what?
See,
I'm taking these 2.
Now I regret having that. Oh, you can do that? You never told me I could do that.
Do what?
Dang it. To select more than one at a time, so I don't have to move one at a time.
Yeah, you can grab them all.
I didn't know that.
It's your turn. Please refill the two rows or 2 columns.
I'm on it.
Yeah. Next time you do it, just draw a box and grab one.
Yeah. Now I know. 4 and 2.
You're welcome.
To the queen.
Oh yes. Long may she reign.
I'm gonna take that one.
Let's say my queen's not watching. I haven't heard her comment yet. She does occasionally watch my shows, which terrifies me slightly. So,
you need to replace that coin.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, my bad.
That's okay.
I was doing a coffee with Cal, and we're talking, chat, and all of a sudden I see 2 different queens pop up in the chat, and I was like, oh crap, we're being watched by royalty. I have to behave a little now.
1, 2. Okay.
If anybody has questions out there in chat, please drop in thing. This is very much a low key. If anybody's watched my shows before, they're a little more produced. These are a little less produced because it's about playing the game. I feel like this is how you learn to play. And if you can't get to events, and when we were playing during COVID, this is how we played. So nice to keep this going. Doing this specifically tonight because this game will be featured during the Corner Tavern at Renaissance Village during Gulf Wars. I'll use a quick moment to highlight that. There it is. Come on up Wednesday if you're going to be at Gulf Wars March 15th at 8 p.m. till whenever I'm done playing. At the Corner Tavern, bring your swag. We'll be playing Tablero and Game of the Goose and Gluckhouse and a couple other games. So, there's also a Lance Connect party that evening. So if you have Lance Connect or Germany clothing, feel free to wear them. Bring your ID because it is a card checked party. Hold on. To the Queen of Meridies, ma'am. Because that was a 6.
Oh, fuck. It was a 6, too.
So I will take a.
You also missed it until my next turn, so you can't call it either.
No, because I was literally picking. I was talking. Hold on.
Nah. You were paying attention. You were paying attention.
I was over
it's not my fault.
Show.
It is not my fault.
I turned and saw the 6.
Not my fault. I had already rolled again.
From you.
No, I had already rolled again. That is the whole point.
You were welcome to keep rolling, ma'am.
No, the whole point is you're supposed to call it before. And any distractions in Tablero are legitimate. It is not my fault. It is not my fault that you were busy with doing your show stuff. No, you put that coin back. I don't think that was what do you stop? You can't take from my fucking coin pile, put your coin back. You have to catch it before I roll. You did not catch it before I rolled. See? Skel's calling you a cheater.
I think he was saying you're a cheater.
No. Right. No, you have to call it before I. Right. There you go.
All right. We're gonna play this game. May's gonna get all fussy.
1, and I will take those.
Oh, you're gonna do that and make me lose at the same time. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. All right. No, cool. I got you. I see what's up now.
I mean, you would have lost anyways.
No, because I'd take that middle one.
So you had one more left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. No, but the whole point. So again, there's no cheating in Tablero, but there are fortuitous mistakes, and if we both did not catch it before the next roll, it doesn't count.
I'm okay. All right. No, it's cool. It's cool, babe. It's cool. Whatever. We're good. We're good.
He's not bitter. It's fine.
Not even a little. What do you stop stealing? I'm trying to put coins in the right pile, woman.
And I'm trying to help.
Why don't you take them out of your pile and put them in yours? Still have the 7 I already had stacked for me. Goodness gracious. While we're between games, if you're out there, if you have a game that you'd like to feature here on Whatcha Playing Wednesdays and come play here with me on screen, please reach out to me. Let me know. There are games that I've built out and games that I've taught. I'd love to have more people teaching games and playing games here online. I think this is hilarious fun. And we'll play one more round, and then I'll do a couple of show plugs. Actually, I'm going to go do show plugs now.
Okay.
So I'll do them at the end. Works for me. Coming up next on Kal-bardr's Corner, new show as of this Friday. This just in. I'll be joined by Barry and Kevin for the first episode of this, talking about the recent decision by the board of directors in the Marshall Chain of Command controversy. So if you don't know what that is, please tune in for that show. You also can read the description of the show out on Facebook. That one's going to be a hard-hitting, very just, it's the news, folks. So come out to check that out. A little lighter on Sunday, Coffee with Cal will be joined by Baron Canute, or Thane Canute, talking about progress versus tradition. Canute's one of the new barons here in Bryn Mawr, which is one of the baronies in Georgia, North Georgia. Super good guy, super good. He's an actor. He's done Nyman's Morris commentary for me here on the Kal-bardr's Corner before. Just looking forward to a good show and having a chat with Canute. This one's been rescheduled 3 times now, so I'm hoping to actually make that show happen this time. At Gulf Wars this year, which is good God, like in a week and a half. Tuesday we'll have the Parade of the People. So lining up at 8 between Shadow Legion and Nova. There are some awesome floats being made. There'll be some beads and nonsense thrown, alcohol given away, and a big party at 5 Points following. There's also a Blue Feather social not too far from 5 Points where we'll be ending the parade at. We may take the parade into their social just to have fun.
That sounds like a good idea.
And of course, as I mentioned, Corner Tavern at the Renaissance Village on Wednesday night. Come hang out and check that out. come play games with me. It'd be a lot of fun. If you want to join Kal-bardr's Corner, KK Productions, and supporting what we do here, and our sister channel, Griffin Eye News, as well as Ask Nights Live. God, what's the Canadian hockey team that Gwen does? The Rangers?
I'm sorry. I'm not part of the sports ball fandom.
Anyways, there's a hockey team we now support in Canada, which I'm super happy about.
Right.
So
forgot about that.
We do that here on Kal-bardr's Corner, all about KK Productions and just making what we do here a little more fun. So check us out. Look us up at patreon.com/KK Productions. Join the Grand Wall, pick up some awesome prizes. You also can check us out on Redbubble and pick up some stickers and whatnot. Search KK Productions on Redbubble. All right. And last but not least, Rangers equal New York. Yeah, there's also Rangers in Canada too, apparently.
Ask Gwen. I feel like Gwen should be watching. Gwen, where are you?
Hold on. I've got it in the banners. I just got to find the banner for it. Yeah, it's right. Okay, it is the Rangers. The Regina Rangers. That's what it is.
Regina.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the Regina Rangers. Excuse me. I'm so hooped. Right. 5 and a 5 is tied. So we have
that's not quite how you use that, but
roll again for the.
Oh, whoops, that was the wrong one. Ignore that.
All right, so 1 and a 3 looks like our numbers.
Yeah, 1 and a 3.
Makes squeeze number a 4.
4.
And
I
you go first.
And actually roll 2 dice.
Yes, Regina rhymes with angina.
Yes, that's exactly what Athelina was talking about.
Yes, rhymes with angina. Thank you for that.
Very, very medically inclined.
Also, Kisa, that's a great idea. I should call my This Just In show "Spill the Tea." That's pretty clever, actually. I may have to steal that.
I also really liked your edit to your banner or your Baron. What's his name? Oh,
with Canute.
Yes.
Okay, because when I made that turban, he had not yet been invested as Baron.
Right.
And then I had to get it fixed that weekend, and I was like, I'm lazy, and just scratched it out.
I love it. It's perfect.
And
it feels very
months ago, and I was like, oh, that's still the banner. Nah, it's fine.
It feels very on brand. I appreciate it.
He also goes by Thane, so Baron's not the correct title for him because he uses Thane as his
Jeez. Title. You should cross it out again and put Thane in like a farther corner.
Scratching it out.
Put extra lines this time. Yeah. Anyways, I rolled a 7.
People are hanging out with Canute just because he's a good guy. It's still your turn, man.
I rolled a 7. Oh, I rolled an 8. Sorry.
You rolled an 8. You can't math. You also don't have a coin in the middle of the board.
I don't. I'll fix that.
Please stop cheating.
I haven't once cheated intentionally yet. Give me time.
Yeah, I was like, just wait.
Well, one of the things I wanted to do, I was just like, Cal, look behind you. Oh no! And then just like, oh
no. And yes, and no handling. Yeah. The Regina Rangers are not NHL teams. If you know of an NHL team who needs a sponsorship or wants to partner here in Kal-bardr's Corner, KK Productions, I'd be happy to reach out to them. Please put me in contact. But for now, we are hanging out with the minor league folks. But they are amazing hockey players.
6.
I need to update my my website. It has all the links to the other channels on that wall. Because there is a Kal-bardrcorner.com website. I am a terrible web person and don't do websites well. If you do websites that are out there and want to help a poor struggling project manager out with some website work, I would love somebody to help me learn how to do WordPress better.
He's super cute and has a lot to offer.
I'll send you a board. I can make board games all day.
Ooh, I have seen those boards. They are badass.
Patreon.com/KK Productions. Hook you up. What are you doing?
Rolling?
I'm almost out of whiskey too. Fix that.
What? You should fix that. That sounds like almost a broken glass, and that's not cool.
Speaking of broken glass, though, you talked about your mugs earlier, so you can't. Oh yeah, you can actually see mine. Good. If I put it in front of me, you can see it. So I picked this one up from Great Western War. I think from Kaid out there, or from the October Crown List they had out there. That was they had an auction or like a lost and found auction for stuff that had been left at events. So this was actually one I picked up from out there for relatively inexpensively, and it's a nice little cup. I have no clue where it came from, but I love it.
I'm gonna take all of these.
You're a terrible person. Also, my door's open.
4.
Oh God!
5.
You said you wanted whiskey.
I did say I was like,
There you go.
the whiskey fairy just appears.
Aww. You have whiskey fairies in your house? That's amazing.
I do have whiskey. I have the best whiskey fairies in my house.
You 100% do. I am really sad because I want to make a line of 7 just once this game, but I also don't trust you. So I'm just
You
gonna,
shouldn't. Can I
take
fill
my
the
line
board?
of 6.
I can barely fill the board in. Yep. Okay. I will be out of coin. All right. That's what we're doing, folks. There we go. Ooh, dark mode. What the? That was cool. All right. I'll do that. Sorry. Clean buttons. Sorry. 5 and a 1. Let's see. We'll go 5 and 1. Yeah. 5 and a 4. 5 and 4.
7.
There's a 7. There it is.
Ugh, 7.
7. Excellent.
My favorite part about this game. 7.
Yes,
7. Yes.
Yes. 6 and 2. 7. 9.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a Rangers power play.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I was my
I'm
banner back up to
taking
do something, and I
these
still had
coins.
the one for the Rangers up. I think that's funny. Let's see. Oh, I forgot we have Griffin Eye news fun facts here too. I could pull those up. Let me see.
Do we have fun facts?
Gunther Rorickson reigned as Avacal's last principal.
It's true. It's true. And he is, in fact, the reason Avacal needs no pants is a saying.
That Gunther. Got it. I'm looking forward to meeting this gentle at
You should.
Gellir.
You should. He's a lot of fun. And Avacal needs no pants.
Did you just take 2 coins and make me lose?
I did. I 100% did. And I don't feel bad about it.
I like how you did it when I wasn't watching too, because I don't know if you cheated or not. I have no clue if you cheated or not. I'm going to press the chat to tell me if you cheated or not.
I actually didn't. I didn't need to.
Oh, hey, Gwen's watching now. Yay.
Yes.
I like how Gwen shows up after I mentioned the Regina Rangers. And I mentioned them 3 times, and then Gwen popped up.
The Regina Rangers?
Yes, the Regina Rangers, because that's what it says. Because I don't speak Canadian.
You speak Canadian.
All right. So I joke. I haven't said pitter patter or double tap the shot glass yet. If anybody watches Letterkenny, you'll get both those references.
And I don't, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
It is the best. It's how I'm learning. So I started watching Letterkenny to learn all my Canadian facts for you. So
See. I got a text message. I got a text message shortly before the game saying I'm doing research on you. I'm like, oh God, what is there to research on me? What exists on me online? Like, I showed you the massive, back of my head photo collection. What else is there? And then he sent me the Letterkenny screenshot. I was like,
yep.
I don't know what that is.
Watching Canada. All right, so that's Tablero, folks. This is an easy game to play.
Are we done?
We're done. So we're at an hour.
Oh.
Play 3 times.
I was going to open up another. Whatever.
I mean, you can.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's a Wednesday night.
I see. He's done with me. He's done with me. He's going to spend any more time with Canada, folks. It just doesn't love Canada as much.
I'm just going to point this out. Gwen agrees with Letterkenny as a hockey mom. She knows what's up. There you go. Pitter patter.
When did you change my name to Rules Lawyer?
Like you just noticed it too. Anyways, so that's Tablero. Linked both things in the show description for the gaming rules and the drinking rules. This is a game that I think is terrible fun to play. The drinking one, I'm looking forward to playing this at Gulf Wars in a drinking version. In the tavern, whenever I run Corner Tavern, we play in the gaming version or the gambling version. So, because I don't usually do drinking when I do gaming like that, because I don't need to be drunk when I'm trying to play games.
What weird?
So, I know. I have rules. I have like morals and stuff.
So when you're playing Tablero, you are also allowed to have a stunt liver. If you don't drink, and it's the drinking version, and they're specifically playing with alcohol, because you don't have to play with alcohol. You can play the drinking version without alcohol. Yeah. You're allowed to have a stunt liver. You're only allowed to have one stunt liver. But beware the person who plays with the stunt liver, because they get to stay sober the entire game.
Yeah, no, that's not fair. That's why I won't do that. I mean, I'll never play with His Majesty Yon, because he'll bring Kisa as a stunt liver, and she's a good drinker. And I'm not playing that game. So, anywho, Maeve, you're fantastic. You're fabulous. Thank you for playing with me tonight.
You're welcome.
Look, folks, this is in 55 minutes of Maeve's face on camera.
Wow, classy.
So good. If you're out there watching, please tune in Friday for This Just In and Wednesday for Coffee with Cal. And then we're going to take a break for Golf Wars. So I don't have any live streams planned for Golf Wars, but I will do probably some TikToks and whatnot from out there. If you're at Golf Wars, please come find me. If you find me and say, hey, aren't you that guy from TikTok or aren't you that guy from YouTube? I probably have a coin for you. I usually keep some tokens on me for that very purpose. If you fangirl at me like certain Jermaine Smartamise do, I might give you two. So
what happens if somebody is in a lack of fucks to give? Do you have any fucks to give them?
I might have a fuck or two to give too. I'm sorry. Hold on. Where's my honk button? I played a honk button quick. I might have a honk or two to give. There you go. There may be a fuck and a flying fuck to give if you've just run out of fucks. So come find me.
Skeld, you need to get me some flying fucks.
Yeah. So other than that, thank you all for tuning in this evening. Look forward to hanging out with all y'all in the future. And this has been Cal and Maeve, and rather Cal and the rules lawyer over here on Whatcha Playing Wednesdays.
Wow.
Have a good night, everybody.